Hey. I just feel like talking, not necessarily to the camera. I'm not really doing anything. I'm putting away dishes, trying to make coffee. But one of my biggest fears is incompletion. And it's not just that, like, oh, things have to be finished, things have to be perfect. Otherwise, like, I get a certain way about it. That's not it. It's that I have a fear that I will never finish it, and I will have nothing to show for all of my hard work. And it's not like I could draw every day for hours, and that's not my end goal, so that's not satisfying for me, if that makes sense. So some people their goal is to illustrate, put together a book of illustrations. It doesn't even have to have a theme, and some people are just doing art for fun, and I don't just do art for fun. I do it usually when I need I do art mostly when I need yes, when I need a break, but more like when I need to switch. Whatever I'm doing, I need to do something else. So sometimes when I do art, it's because I'm tired of the other stuff I was doing. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to code anymore. Let me just paint something. That's how I do art. And it works really well. That method works really well, and it is relaxing. So when I paint for that reason, like when I paint on photos, that is just to switch gears, change what I'm doing, and just like give myself a bit of a break. Technically, like, coding is still pretty creative, but it's also like it's like math. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Painting, though, is a little less technical. So anyways, when I paint, it is for fun. When but when I do digital art, it's different. When I do digital art, I have a goal in mind. I don't find much joy in just doing different things every day, and I don't really like having a bunch of just digital illustrations in my life just sitting on my computer. Like, yeah, I could post it, but still, even then, it's like, what was the point of this? When I do illustrations, I want I want to tell a story. The only reason I do digital art, usually, there are some exceptions, of course, but usually I only do digital art so I can work on character designs for my drawings. Alright, we're gonna let this coffee sit, and then we're gonna take this conversation. It took me a long time to realize this, but when I'm at this like dilemma with my stories. I want to write as much as possible, and well, I have written a lot already, and they mostly have beginning, middles. I don't have many ends, but it's just like, I'm 30. This is back to the fear. I have a fear that I have nothing to show for my hard work. And yes, like I said, these guys over here, these guys they're for fun. They are because I needed to vent, I needed to take a break. But that whole board of my stories, that's not for venting. That is like, I worked really hard to translate those ideas into a story. And I've had a few people in my life pass away and are currently dying. And every time somebody who has been watching me my whole life, a grandparent, a parent, every time they pass, I keep thinking, I don't know, it's gonna sound so selfish, but it's like, it's more than just selfish. It's like, I didn't have anything to show them when they were alive. They were rooting for me. They heard all of these things I was up to, but I didn't have anything to show them. And now I can never show them. And right now my dad's dying. And my mom's dad died a week ago. And that too is like, I had nothing to show him because I couldn't make a decision to show him. And I know for a fact my book will not be done before my dad dies. And that's been something I've had to sit with and really evaluate, like, why does it matter that much to you, to me? Still trying to figure that out. But I do know the real problem is that I have nothing to show. It's kind of like a fear of letting people down, but mostly like letting the vision of who I hope they see in me. Like if they look at me, I want them to see this person, and I'm letting that person down because I'm not currently that person. I'm on my way to being that person, and that's really what's like fucking me over right now. I don't even know how to feel about that. So let's fast forward to now. I'm working on the webtoon, the comic that I'm going to be posting. And this is the first comic I've ever done. This might be the last comic I ever do. But not because I don't like illustrating. It's because it's really just a test, right? So I've been writing and I've been typing it all out, looking at it. It's a great story. Like, not this one that I'm doing. This is kind of like put together really quickly. It's not one of those stories. But when I had a brain fart. Okay, the reason I'm doing the comic is to see if comic book style storytelling is what I want. I don't think it is, but it's also a way for me to be more consistent in posting, because this is a 365-day challenge for me to post a comic every day. Not necessarily a webtoon every day, like on my Instagram, just the comic maybe 4 panels will be daily for a year, because it'll get me consistent with posting. It'll help me like plan ahead, and usually if I just try to knock it out every day, I get pretty, I know what I'm doing. After that, I just haven't gotten to that point with my arts accounts. So that is like one of the goals, is to post every day, get consistent. Second goal is to see if this is the type of storytelling I want for my series. I'm thinking it's not. And I'm also going to tell you, I've done, I just said that. I've done regular just writing a book text stuff, and that isn't what I want either. So I'm thinking it'll be something in between, where there's like an illustrated picture, a bunch of text, like something in between a comic and a traditional book, where it's like a picture book, something like that. Because I need, for me, I need the images in the chapters. And I don't know why. I don't know why I need that for the stories. I just know if I type them out regular, it just doesn't hit the same. And if I do a comic book, I think it will take too long. So again, like, it's not going to hit the same. Because if I do a regular book, I feel like I can knock those out pretty quickly. Like I said, almost every book I've ever written is, it's like halfway done. So if I could just knock out the other half, edit it, add the photos, and then publish it, which will probably like be as an ebook. Like having physical books would be really cool, but not necessary right now. So just like as an ebook or something, and then move on to the next one. Like that's ideal. But I'm gonna start small-ish, and I know it sounds stupid. Making a webtoon is not small, but in the grand scheme of my entire series, this webtoon will be relatively short and just not to the point, but like I'll have it's practice. This battery's dying, so I need to stop talking and I don't know, figure out what I'm gonna do for today. Thanks for listening.